Hi, I'm Lee Norris. I played Malcolm McFadden in One Tree Hill, and you are on FR Conventions. So I was actually in college at the time, and I went down to Wilmington, North Carolina for the audition, and I knew I was trying out for a basketball announcer, and I was a big basketball fan, so I wore a shirt of my favorite team and tried out, and didn't know what would happen, and ended up getting a call back and then getting the part, which was great. And did the pilot, and it was just a guest star, and I thought that might be it. And then they just kept writing and writing for my character, and I started to do a little more and a little more, and I was like, oh, this is so fun, and I love this show. And then they, added me on full time. So it was amazing. My expectations were pretty low. I think I didn't know. I just thought it might be a couple of episodes, and then I'd just go on with my life. And then 10 years later, I was, 30 years old. I started when I was 20, and when I finished, I was 30. And it's one of the most memorable and wonderful chapters of my life. So it's really surreal. Yeah, it was a surprise. I mean, I didn't know that wasn't, a part of the plan. But it was really important to me to play him. I felt like he added a different element to the cast and to the show, kind of the everyman, not everybody can be the popular basketball player in school, right? There are other people in high school that have really interesting life experiences, and so to sort of represent that part of the group was an honor for me. And it's been really nice when I get to go to conventions and meet with people. People come up to me and talk to me about how that character, they might see a bit of themselves in that character, and it's really special. It feels good. Yeah, I mean, he was such a great, loyal friend, and I wouldn't say that I am that way. I try to be that way, right? I mean, those are qualities that I try to embody. I love people, and I think he loved people. He really was sort of friends with everybody, and I love that very much, and I try to emulate that in my own life. There were things that were very different about us, but that was one, yeah. And he's a good dancer, and I like to dance, so. Yeah, it was so fun. I mean, Chad was this larger than life presence, and when we were doing the show, he was coming off of Dawson's Creek, and everybody sort of knew him, and I didn't really know what to expect, and he was just so, friendly and funny, and it just felt like we'd known each other for a long time when we first met, and so it was very easy to just portray friends. Yeah, it was fun. We made each other laugh a lot. He's really funny, and we both have a similar sense of humor. So it was great, and I always felt really, I loved being a part of the River Court crew. I felt like that was a real heart and soul of the show in a lot of ways. It kept it very grounded, and so I love that we got to do that, yeah. Yes, so Sophia is basically like my sister in real life. We're very close, and we hit it off right away in real life. And so again, it was very easy on screen to translate that. I mean, the Brooke-Mouth dynamic was interesting because he really, loved her, I think, and as a sort of romantic interest, and for Sophia and I, it's always been more familial, like brother and sister, but that's what their relationship became on the show, and so that was very natural and special. And I think for us, it was really nice because we just got to use what we have in real life and just, bring that onto the show, so. Well, I have to give a lot of credit to Lisa Goldstein, who played Millie. She is a terrific actress and she's a great person. Again, you know, when you have that real life connection and chemistry, as friends that we had, that makes it so much easier on screen. And so I think it came from a very real place. And I think she really trusted me as an actor and I trusted her, and we pushed each other to like be better. And sometimes, you know, the Mouth and Millie storyline is not always front and center, right? We're not Nathan and Haley on the show, and we knew that. But we always took what we had and we tried to really, we put everything we had into it because we loved those characters and we wanted, you know, we wanted to bring everything that we could to it. And she's just so talented, and I want to get her to a convention because she doesn't come to many, but I would love, the fans always ask me about her and I'm like, come on Lisa, come. Yes, yeah, she has kids and I have a little boy, and so we're parents and, you know, good friends, and that's great, yeah. It was unreal. I mean, we were really lucky as we were in Wilmington, North Carolina. It's not like we were in Hollywood, and so it's a very small town feeling to it. And we were very close with the film crew that helped us film the show, and so they really took care of us and helped raise us. And we were family, right? Like we had growing pains, we made mistakes, we laughed together, we went through a lot together, and. But those are the relationships that are really special at the end of the day. I think those friendships now mean a lot more because of everything that we went through together. And it's really nice now to be old, to be grown-ups now, and to have seen where we started and where we are now, and seeing how our friendships have just gotten deeper over time is really special. It's neat, yeah. Oh God, I mean, there's just so many. It's 10 years is such a long time. I mean, I always think back to when we would take trips to film in different locations, because it was like, you know, almost like going to camp, like sleepaway camp with your friends, right? And everybody like stays up late and go to dinner, and like we just really bond. So I think back to some of the trips that we took, like when we went to Salt Lake City or Honey Grove, Texas, when Mouth, you know, when they all go to find him or whatever. Those trips were really fun, and so I don't know, I just think back to the things that happened on those trips. But there's too many. There's not like one moment. It's just too long, and too many people, you know, people were in and out, and so it changes. But yeah, that was a mouthful. Sorry. Oh, I mean, sure, I don't know. I don't have any news about the reboot. I think we all, at this point, you know, if it felt right and if it was a good story, I think a lot of us would love to do it. But only if it's right and if the fans want it. I think if people are like, no, then no, we're good. We had a good time. Mouth 20 years from now, I mean, I hope he and Millie are happy, and they have, you know, she was pregnant in the last episode, so they would have a kid by now, and I picture them as still in Tree Hill. You know, some people move away when they go on. I feel like they stayed and like planted. Maybe they, you know, he still works at the TV station or something. But what I'd like to think is that their kid is like at, you know, Tree Hill High, and you know, hopefully Whitey and those folks are still there, and we're the parents now. You know, it's so amazing to think about that. But I hope they're happy. That's all we ever wanted, so.